Electric vehicles are already there for last 3 4 years as a important thing in India as such and in globe overall. If you see, like Paris Agreement was the first thing which has actually initiated all these things, in which it was actually mandatory for all the nations to sign an agreement at Paris to reduce the carbon dioxide, CO2 level, and other things. So to reduce the pollution, electrification is one of the major thing which has happened. If you see, China is leading in this electrical overall initiative. And China as such, if you see last 3 4 years, they were almost like 95 to 90% market share in electrical vehicles. And if you see even the USA and Europe, the number of buses, if you see, are hardly 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. This type of numbers are there for last 2 3 years. India, if you see last 2 3 years, we are having only 500 buses per year on an average. But now this year, as I explained in our recent report, that around 5,500 buses are approved by Government of India through STUs, and they will be, taken up by various STUs, Bangalore STU, BMTC, Mumbai, everything. So overall, now in India as such, electrification is actually gone into a second phase. There was a FAME 1, which was a government policy released on 2015, and recently in 2019, there was FAME 2, which has come. FAME 2 is a government policy in which around 10,000 crore fund was allotted to this electrification. What it means is it will be given to various STUs, various charging stations, various other incentives which they are asking from the states. Like, incentive means road tax becomes zero, registration becomes zero. Charging stations, they are giving a lot of GST reductions. Even in the person, like as a consumer, if you and me are buying a car, like we have 80 cc in the income tax. Similarly, this 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh reduction will be there in income tax. So this type of incentive government is giving for electrification. Now, if you're coming back to your question, like, electrification and electric vehicles as such, and you have given me one very good article on Tesla as such. Tesla share has actually zoomed like anything, like almost their market cap is now 500 billion. Just 1 month back, I checked up, it was around 250. So within 1 month, you can say it has just doubled. And if you see like General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, all these top three, top four companies of world, their turnovers are around 2, 3 billions, 4 billions, around that. And Tesla is 500. So you can understand the difference. It is almost like 200 times or something like that. So obviously Tesla share is a different story. Not only electrification but space also. They are there. Their
True.
CEO Elon Musk is different, very radical, and it's very inspiring also. So those things are different, but definitely electric vehicles are coming as a big thing. 2030 is a very important target for all across world. Like if you see USA, they have put a lot of billions of dollars for infrastructure for charging station. China already is there, but they are putting a lot of intelligent efforts by taking out lithium, which is there available in South Africa. Because see, ultimately battery is made of lithium ions. So lithium is available more on this Chile and South Africa and all those places. And China has already started investing heavily there. And China is leading, and they will be leading for next 5 to 8 years, no doubt on it. Now in India, not only electrification, but even for localization and all these things are also becoming important. So government is actually giving a lot of advantages or subsidies for all those things. Even if somebody's the companies are coming up with some new factory like startup, etc., they are getting a lot of benefits as a subsidy. Customers are purchasing, they are getting a lot of subsidy. So overall, if you see, government is very much on that. Customer mindset also, if you see, they are changing, because of COVID also, some important thing which has happened is people are becoming very much sensitive to environment. Earlier it was not that much, because people have understood the importance of fresh air, how much oxygen is important, and pollution is so bad. Delhi has already become bad, and recently Delhi has come up with a Delhi policy in which they have already given road tax equal to zero, registration equal to zero, all those the advantages they have given it to the customer also. And to even they have given a very radical thought that two wheelers you can sell without battery, because battery is very important cost of any electric vehicle. And because of that, their cost was becoming very high as compared to petrol vehicles or two wheelers. So they have allowed without battery also.
China seems to be, leading that table. Okay,
Yes, yes.
I mean, next, more or less, if you leave China out, it's only Tesla, which is, absolutely, the gap between the Tesla and the rest of the crowd is pretty huge. I know at this moment it all looks like unbridgeable. Okay, I mean,
Yes.
the question is, why, barring Tesla, others never taken this electric, vehicle seriously, even in the passenger segment. What was the main reason?
Main reason was basically the cost. If you see, like, if I tell you one specific example of BYD, which is a Chinese bus company, their buses comes at around 1.3, 1.2 crores. And if you see in any of the Indian OEMs, they are finding it difficult to even make it below 2 crores. So there is a huge cost difference. And the reason is simple. They started early. Their government has actually given subsidy long back, and that time they were able to start this business of electric vehicles. And now after 10-15 years they have actually matured, and we will take some time to get our industry will take some time. Today also, if you see Tata Motors, Eicher, and there are many more like Ashok Leyland are leading in this way. They are putting a lot of efforts. But it is any product takes some time to get matured. It takes 5 years, 10 years to get matured. China started quite early, number one. Number two, as such, if you see, you must be knowing China, overall the product cost is less, even if you talk about diesel vehicles or petrol vehicles. So they have a cost advantage without electrification also. And within electric they started quite early, and they were leading quite early. And actually it is a basically vision. They were having a vision that electric vehicles will come in future. This vision was actually we understood very late in India. So vision is also one very important thing, because diesel and petrol are so popular. Nobody could imagine that electrification will become so important. Even today, I want to just alert you that we are flowing in the electrification because of Tesla, because of China and all. But still I have one doubt or one point which I want to highlight, that hydrogen also is a very big possibility in next 3-4 years. Because in electrification, basically what you're doing, you're a thermal power plant. There
Coal.
you are actually creating a pollution, and you are ultimately transferring city pollution will become very less. Only advantage you will get if thermal power plant, instead of coal, they are using some solar energy or renewable energy. That as of today it is not there, but yes, future may they are trying hard. So actually what is happening, Delhi pollution will not remain in Delhi, but it will go to thermal power plant at some other place. So pollution will remain there. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is actually not, it is not that your overall India pollution is reducing. It is shifting from one place to another.
Okay,
It will
great.
get advantages only when your thermal power plant will become solar or something like biogas or something like that, which don't generate pollution. But in hydrogen it doesn't happen that.
Yeah.
Hydrogen is absolutely zero pollution. So this also we need to think when we are deciding the policy.
Now there seems to be, like a competition among General Motors of America and Toyota of Japan and Volkswagen of Germany. Okay, so these guys seem to be prepping up to take on the Tesla challenge. Whom do you reckon will among the three, who will quickly ramp up and bump up whole efforts and trying to close the gap among these three? A quick answer.
Three may you have told one
General
is
Motors, Volkswagen,
okay.
and Toyota.
Toyota will be definitely advantageous if you're talking about all these three things. And General Motor will remain the last, because they are actually known for that. But Toyota will definitely, but the gap between Tesla and even Toyota will be very huge, because even Toyota, if you see, is very good in manufacturing type of things. But they are actually manufacturing oriented. They are not technology oriented. If you see Elon Musk, which is known for technology, he always
True.
talk about, even they are talking about space and all these things. They have a flavor of space, may what type of material is used, battery is used. So they are technology driven.